Hey everybody, Chris here. In this video, we're going to talk about a setup for a reversal pattern that is showing up for Dogecoin. We're all tired. Dogecoin 9 cent, 9 cent Dogecoin. Come on, we can be better than that. So what we're looking at is Dogecoin making a move to the upside. Now, there's going to be challenges to that, obviously, with the overall economy I've been talking about that would make it really tough for a big move up. But when you're looking at charts and you're looking at gaps that need to be filled, that looks like that's been done, although there is one more remaining long-term gap that could be a bearish signal. However, for the most part right now, we're looking at, in the shorter term, Dogecoin looking positive. As for news, right now, this whole thing about Elon Musk and this Twitter takeover would be great for Doge, particularly if Elon Musk and his new team are able to actually integrate Dogecoin directly onto the Twitter platform for tips. There's a workaround tip right now that people are using, but have it embedded for the millions of users on Twitter would be awesome. But Dogecoin doesn't need that to survive. That's just an added thing. So much more going on with Doge that, the sentiment is good right now as far as Dogecoin's concerned. It doesn't have that risk of attack like Luna had. So Dogecoin, it's been around for so many years now. It has its own blockchain. It's a proof of work cryptocurrency. The mining helps secure the network, secure the blockchain, validates the transactions on the blockchain. That is all really strong. And thus, Dogecoin is still a top 10 cryptocurrency after all that we've been through. So, if that's not bullish for Dogecoin, I don't know what is. Yeah, it's still going to have this negative connotation to it. Some people are upset with Billy Marcus for tweeting about, 95% of the crypto space is junk, meme coins, etc. And someone tweeted back saying, "Hey, Billy, what about Dogecoin?" And Billy says, Dogecoin was made to make fun of that. That's all it was. And look how it survived. It's actually a very good cryptocurrency when you get down to all the mechanics of it. So, congrats to Billy on that. Let's take a look at the charts and I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here with the Dogecoin chart. Trading right around 9 cents. Seems to be going up and down, a little sideways trading. This blue line here is the 50 moving average. Just above that, but this is on the 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we want to zoom out to the daily. And we look at the daily and we say, okay, so here's the 50-day moving average here, and it's right up at 13. So my video yesterday, this is what I was calling for, this 50% move up. This is the target right here. And we're down here at 9. So 9 to 13.30. That's what I'm looking at as this potential rise here in Dogecoin. Now Dogecoin had this long tail down here. We'll talk about that in a minute. That went down to 6.5. And if we zoom out, we'll see that from back before this big rise in April, that's what there are targets that are down here at 6.5 are these small ones. It's right here, right there. And they look so small because of this huge rise of Dogecoin. But that's the long-standing gap there that is to be filled. So let's zoom in. Looking at this larger purple triangle here, that's what I've been showing for a while with Doge, and this 50-day moving average is at 13. And the longer we stay down here trading around 9, this blue line is going to keep coming down and down and down, making it more difficult as far as the charting goes to show this big move to the upside. So Benzinga says, here's how Dogecoin may be signaling a reversal. And So they talk about the trading in May, and what they come up with, this hammer candlestick pattern forms when a red or green candlestick prints with a long lower wick and a short upper body, which resembles a hammer. Hammer candlestick, when found in a downtrend, can indicate a reversal to the upside is on the horizon. It is a lagging indicator because the next candle and time frame being studied must print before the pattern can be validated. So we go back to the Doge chart, and what we look at is this is that hammer pattern right here. So we had this the other day, and then we had a green daily candle to the upside. So that's what that signal is for the hammer candlestick. That's what they're talking about. Now, you have to take this with a grain of salt, because if we zoom out a little bit and we come over, we saw we had one of those right here too. This was back in late February. This was that February 24th. Little flash crash we had. Dogecoin came down to 10.8 cents, came right back up to 12.4, and then we had a green candle. So that signified that. And for the next 4 days or so, Dogecoin traded up as high as 13.8 cents. But then look what happened. It turned back down. So that reversal couldn't be sustained, although we had this cup and handle kind of formation happening. And that was followed by this Elon Musk Twitter thing, right? And big excitement initially about that. And Dogecoin spiked up, and then it got shorted back down. So that's the challenge Doge has. And all this is all related to the economy and Bitcoin dropping. So we look at Bitcoin and we see that challenge with Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitcoin is going to drop from 40,000 to 30,000 in a matter of a week, there's nothing Dogecoin can do to against that. I mean, that's just a huge drop there. That was a tough 5 days of trading there, and of course Doge traded down as well. So is it going to take Bitcoin trading back up to 37.5? Does Bitcoin need to make that trade up in order for Doge to also trade up like that? That could be. On FX Street, Dogecoin price pauses before returning to 14 cents. So they're looking at this as being this accumulation period down here at 9 cents. This is accumulation that's leading up to a continuation move higher. So there are still some downside risks, talking about filling the gap back to 6.5 cents, but that's limited in scope compared to potential gains. So that's what this article is talking about. For Doge, that means the potential is there to move back up. I think we're probably going to be sideways for a little while first before that move, but that's what the potential has. So we zoom back in, we see what's going on the 30-minute. We're still kind of in this up and down action. A lot of attention on Luna right now. So here's Luna, where it's currently trading at 18. I did a couple swing trades. I actually had purchased. I can't go too far back because it'll totally get crapped out. I think my first purchase was probably right around here. I think once this dip came back up, I bought here and I sold here. Now, that was on crypto.com, and although this was up over 50, I ended up getting a 47 price, and I tweeted about that. It was like crypto. But that's where I had some available crow there, and so I bought those. So I made that swing trade, and then I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I was very tempted to buy here, but something just didn't look right with the trading of Luna here, and so I waited and waited, and finally bought back around 17. So that was right here. It finally hit my mark. I wanted it to drop below this 19 line. That's what I was looking for, because it had dropped down once and I was expecting it to drop again. So I bought there. So now I've got about 2.5 times the amount of Luna that I had originally bought, because I sold here and I bought with the same amount of Crow back, or it was USD is what I think what I ended up selling for. So that's where it is. So right now I'm a little bit above. I mean, this thing could just come crashing down. I don't know how the Luna. I don't like the way the proposal is out there to reimburse Luna holders. I don't think that's good for the short-term traders, because you're just not going to get much, and immediately you're not going to get hardly anything, and they're going to draw it out and over years before you can get Luna. It's just like, that's kind of negative. So I'm not feeling confident about that, but I'll look to close my position here pretty soon. See if we can trade back up, see if there's another pump that Luna has, and I'll probably close out of that and be done with this Luna thing. So I know what you're thinking. When are these big moves going to happen, Chris? Well, these things take time. It's not this immediate thing. I'm not going to say, tomorrow we're going to have this huge breakout. I wish I could, but I don't see that right now. So, and what we normally see too with Dogecoin is we don't want those huge spikes up, because then the shorters come up and they short it right back down. We want the slow, gradual rise in the price. I think that is much better for the overall integrity of Dogecoin moving up in price. So that's my take on this reversal setup that we're looking at, and we're looking ahead for the next few weeks on letting this play out. So don't get so focused in on the minute chart, the 5-minute chart. Got to zoom out, look at the daily, see what's going on in the bigger picture, as well as what's going on with other cryptos as well. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this setup for a reversal pattern and where you think Dogecoin's headed right now. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.